Guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today's kind of random. Sorry, by the way, if you hear a bird squeaking. They're gone now. Anyways, yeah, so I wasn't supposed to film today, but as usual, I decided to go to the mall, and I can't help myself whenever I go by Sephora. I always check just in case there's something new, and luckily there was something new, and it's by the brand Sephora, so I got it right here, and it's something different and unique. Let me just go ahead and show you. And it is the new Sephora I Love Cushion Bronzer. Okay, so before I go on to reading the claims on Sephora about this cute little bronzer, let me just quickly show you the packaging. It came out like this. It did have like plastic around it, and then you just open it up, and it comes with a little sponge, and this is the sponge you're supposed to use to tap onto your face. And then there's a little lid that protects the cushion part, hence why it's called cushion. I'll show you why in a second. And this part is the cushion part. And why they call it a cushion, I'll show you right now. You take your little sponge and you push it into the cushion, and it's very, very cushiony. And then the product dispenses out from it. This is pretty much the newest trend in makeup that I've seen. There's been cushion lip glosses, cushion foundation, and now there's cushion bronzer. So let's go give it a try, but before we do that, let's quickly read the claims on Sephora. So on Sephora, it says it's a first to market cushion compact bronzer that features an innovative delivery system for a sheer bronzed look. The innovative delivery system, I'm sure they're talking about the cushion applicator or compact. So it says that it makes you look like you just got back from vacation with this innovative silky formula. It applies evenly to provide a natural looking glow without appearing cakey. The included cushion sponge applicator is the perfect tool to blend product into skin for a perfect even glow. It also says the best way to use it is with the sponge that it comes with and by tapping it onto the skin, not rubbing, because when you rub you can disturb your other makeup that you already have on, or else you can use a stippling brush. So let's go ahead and try this out because I'm really excited. I have tried the cushion foundations and I love them, so I'm hoping I love this bronzer as well, and it hopefully gives you that natural look that it says. So let's go and jump into the demo. Okay, so the packaging looks like this. It doesn't come in a box or anything. This is how you get it. It just comes wrapped around with like a plastic seal. Again, I got mine in the color medium tan. I believe there's like a light medium as well. Two colors I saw online, and I purchased this for $20. Alright, so let's start with this cute little sponge. I'm a little skeptical about it, but let's give it a go. So I'm just going to push it in. Only a little bit came out. I'm going to push it in a little bit more. That much came out. I'm just going to tap it onto my skin. It's very pigmented. I don't know if you can see. With the sponge it comes with, it's very hard to work with the product, so I'm going to go and try it with a brush. I'm just going to try using my Real Techniques contour brush, I believe this is, and I'm just going to try and blend it out with it. So as you can tell, it blended out nicely with the brush, so I'm going to try this side again with just by dipping this brush in. I'm just going to push it in. A little bit of product came out. I'm gonna go in on the sides of my face as well. So first impression, I feel like it has more of like a reddish orangey tint to it. I was expecting, since I got the darker one, that it would have more of a taupey color, but I guess this isn't for contouring, it's supposed to be just for bronzing up the face. But so far it's pigmented. Now let's try this side. I'm going to try it with a beauty blender just to see. So I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to push it into the product like that. Yeah, I think I like it with the brush so far. The brush is just more precise. going to try using just the tip of the Beauty Blender. Get more of a precise application. So this is how it looks with the Beauty Blender. I feel like it's not as blended out, and this is how it looks up first with the sponge that it came with, and then the Real Techniques. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. I am gonna set it with the setting powder, but I'm not gonna put a contour on top just because I really do want to test it out. And with most of my bronzers, or liquid bronzers, in this case cushion bronzer, I set it anyway. So I'm just gonna do that and I'll be right back. So I'm back, and this is how it looks. I just pretty much set the rest of my face. I barely put any powder on the bronzer because it did set nicely, and I felt like it didn't need any powder to set it, and I do really want to test it out. So I am going to wear it throughout the day. I think I'm going to go do some cardio at the gym, really test this out as well for lasting power. And yeah, first impression, I'd have to say up close, when I looked in the mirror, it looked pretty natural. It did give you like a nice bronzy look, but it's not meant for contouring, I can tell. So right now it's around 2, I believe. I did start pretty late, but I will be back in just a few. So it is now 5:23 in the evening, and this is how the bronzer looks. I have a mirror down here and I'm looking at it, and I feel like the bronzer's pigmentation is still nice and bright. I don't think it settled into my pores. I also wanted to mention, after looking at it a little bit more closely after filming, I did kind of like the Beauty Blender side. It looked more natural. I would just suggest, if you're going to use a damp Beauty Blender, use the tip of it and use like the bigger side to blend it out. I still like this side with the Real Techniques brush, but it's more precise. So if you want more of like a natural sun-kissed glow, I really like using the Beauty Blender. Yeah, also I have gotten a chance to really wear it. It's been a couple hours since I last filmed, and it's really hot in here. That's why I do have the door open, so if you do hear background noises, I'm so sorry. Like that one. I do have a park right by my balcony, so sorry about that, but I have to have it open. I'm dying. Anyways, I will be going to the gym in about half an hour or an hour or so, just to test it out more, how well it wears when you're sweating, just because this product is a product I want to be using, or I'll mostly be using during the summer to look more bronzy and sun-kissed. So during summer I do sweat quite a bit, so I just want to see how long it lasts, if it's worth it, or if it's just gonna last for like 4 hours when you're sweating, or 2 hours while you're sweating. Also, if it starts to get patchy. So that being said, I'm gonna go hit the gym and I'll be back in a couple seconds. I'm back from the gym and it is now 7:16 in the evening. As you can tell, I'm pretty shiny, but I did keep the bronzer on while I went there, and actually all of my makeup, and didn't really change either. But anyways, that's beyond the point. This is how the bronzer looks now. I did go hard today just because I really wanted to get a sweat on and test it out. I went and did the bike first, and then I did the Stairmaster for most of the time, and I was sweating so much. Looking at it now, I am pretty impressed with how well it lasted. Even around my forehead, I feel like there's still a little bit, and that's where I was like pouring sweat. If I look closely in the mirror, I do see like a little tiny bit of line, but I was literally sweating. I know it's really gross, and this might be TMI, I'm sorry, but it was like going down my face, mostly on this side, and this side is the one I applied the Beauty Blender. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. It's still pretty pigmented, and this is how this side looks. So yeah, this is how it looks after testing it out and seeing if it's pretty sweat proof. I feel like a grease ball, so I am just going to go powder up a bit, and then I'll be back to give you my final thought. So I just powdered around my T-zone and just threw on a different lip color. So before I answer if it's a no or go, let's quickly go through each claim. I like to do this with every first impression demo interview, and then go through each claim and basically answer if I think it's true or not. Is it sheer? When you apply it, it does kind of look sheer, like more liquidy, but it is very pigmented, so I guess yes, it's sheer. Like, it's not a very thick consistency, but it is still pigmented. Does it have a silky formula? I'd have to say yes. Kind of like what I was explaining, it's still pigmented, but it has that silky formula. Does it apply evenly with a sponge? I think it still does apply evenly, but you just don't get that precise that precise application. Also, it's hard to work with. So I'd say it's precise, but I don't think the sponge works well with the product. Does it give you a natural glow? I would have to say yes, I think it does. Does it not look cakey? I don't think it looks cakey when you first apply it. Even now, after getting my sweat on, I still think it looks very natural, so I don't think it looks cakey at all. So the final question, as always, is this Sephora I Love Cushion Bronzer, is it a no or a go? As you can tell, you probably already can guess, it is a definite go. I love it because even after sweating and wearing it all day, being in the heat, it's still on. It's still very pigmented. It hasn't settled into any of my pores, and it does give you a nice bronzy look. Another thing I like is that it does not look cakey, because a lot of my cream contours and bronzers, sometimes they sit on top of my skin and settle into my pores over time the longer I wear it, and you can tell that you're wearing like bronzer. But with this, you can get, if you use just a little bit, you can definitely get away with looking like you don't actually have bronzer on. Also, I think that even if you don't have makeup on and you kind of just want to bronze up your face and put this on, it'll look even more natural. The one thing I will have to say is be careful when you like dip your beauty blender inside, because a little goes a long way. Like just dip it in slightly and you'll get enough product to almost do your whole face if you're just going for a subtle glow. Also, another thing is that there's only 0.176 ounces in this bronzer. Other bronzers are quite bigger, but again, keep in mind this like a little goes a long way. So yeah, basically if you're looking for something that's foolproof, easy to use, and something that's very subtle and really glowy, definitely give the Sephora cushion bronzer a try. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you again for watching. I had so much fun filming this video. I really want to try this out, and I'm glad it worked out for me. Comment down below if there's any other types of videos you want to see, or if there's a new product that you want me to try. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. That way you can be notified every time I have a new video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you want to follow me on social media, I would really appreciate it as well. It would mean so much to me. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. I'm always on Snapchat. It's all Miss B Truly. You can find me there. If you leave me a comment, you'll be sure to get a reply back from me. That's pretty much it. I will see you next video. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.